Well, YouTube, this is Samantha. This is, it's currently Friday afternoon, a little bit before 1 o'clock p.m. in Chonburi, Thailand, and I'm at the hospital here. It has now been 4 days now past my SRS surgery, and I did record. I should know better, but I recorded almost 8 minutes of stuff and I lost it because the internet connection dropped out and I lost the whole preview. So I wasn't very much of a happy camper about that. But anyway, I just wanted to give an update how I'm doing. I recorded one other one yesterday or the day before. I'm feeling much better, much stronger. Surprisingly, very little pain that I've had to deal with. I've had soreness, of course, down there, and I think the thing that I've had to really, the part that you really got to deal with is just simply laying in this bed for a solid 5 days, and of course, trying to turn one side or the other, trying to get comfortable in a bed like this is kind of difficult sometimes, but because you don't want any sudden turns, or you don't move suddenly, especially right after surgery, because you're trying to keep everything together down there that from the surgery. Very limited on the TV selections. Of course, being in Thailand, most of the programming is in the Thai language, so I'm thankful I have my computer, because if it wasn't for getting on Facebook, YouTube, and also doing my work, which is thankfully I do an administrative type of, I'm basically an assistant software engineer and a corporate VP. I'm able to do a lot of work directly from my computer no matter where I'm at, so just trying to keep checking in at work, seeing how people are doing, how things are going. And so we're coming up to the 4th day today. Earlier this morning, I've had these bandages down there, so I had no idea what the resulting work of the surgery would be. So Dr. Saporn came in, or a nurse came in earlier to take out some of the bandages, but they came in and actually removed all the external portions of the bandages, and necessary stitches and things like that. And so I was able to get my first glance. They gave me a mirror and actually let me look to see what was going on down there, as he was pointing out my new body parts, I guess. And I have to admit that, aside from the expected bruising, swelling, because of the fact there's stitching and things like that and there's probably going to be some scarring a little bit. I was actually very, very, very pleased with Dr. Sapor and his staff and what they did. I am just really amazed that they were able to transform what I had before into what I expected and what I feel is congruent to my gender. So I'm a happy camper. I do know that his technique requires a little bit more maintenance. There's a little bit more work on an individual's part afterwards to make sure that over the course of the next year, that you take care of things every day to make sure that what you paid for is what you get. And I'm certainly up to the task. I'm very thankful that the care here has been very well. The nurses are great. His staff is wonderful. The aftercare is great. I just have to admit it. Now, I'm going to be in this hospital. The only bad thing is this is the 4th day, so you actually just lay in the bed. They take the bandages off, so that's off, but you still have basically a catheter, because you haven't been going to the bathroom at all. So this is, of course, for the to relieve your bladder, because you no longer have the same equipment. So you have to use the catheter for that, and they empty it out. And then supposedly tomorrow, on the fifth day, I'm going to be allowed to actually get out of this bed and actually, with assistance from the nurse, actually walk to the bathroom and actually shower for the first time and carefully clean that area. And then hopefully, as I get into the weekend and I'll start feeling better. I actually feel pretty good anyway. But Monday is when I'm supposed to check out and to go back to the at the Chan Inter Hotel and actually spend the rest of my time recuperating there until I actually leave leave to go back to the States near the end of September. That being said, I think I did myself a huge favor before I had the surgery, and I will mention this because I think it's extremely important. There are some risks to it, any major surgery, I believe, and especially one such as this. It could have some major problems if you don't take care of yourself and beforehand. Um, the 10 months before I had the surgery, I worked very hard to lose an incredible amount of weight. When I first requested surgery, I was 275 pounds, and they kind of surprised them because I lost. I was down to a little bit under 90 grams, which was actually about 197, 198 pounds, somewhere around there. So I lost like 75 plus pounds, and not only that, not only the weight loss, but also the fact that my regimen included a gym workout of muscle exercises and things. This is actually a good thing because you do want to be in really top shape. If you all this can actually aid to your recovery, So I don't think I'm saying anything. I'm not speaking as a medical person or anything like that. I'm just speaking from common sense and from my own. This is just purely my disclaimer. It's just purely my personal opinion because I feel that I'm recovering a lot quicker because of the fact I did take care of myself really well before the surgery. So so that being said, I'll leave it at that. But anyway, I'll probably post another update this weekend. So with that, I hope everyone a good evening or morning, whatever part of the world you're in, and we'll talk at you later. So you all take care, and we'll see you again. Bye.